Firelight is finally live, but there is some issues because it's banned in Europe and it's also banned in some other countries. What is going on? And what can you actually do with your stXRP once you are minting it for the people who are allowed to use it? In this video, I'm going to break it down, just explain it to you guys in a simple way. As you can see, I'm traveling, but you still get your Flare content. What is going on, everybody? It's King Karan with another Flare content for you guys. And today we're going to talk about Firelight because Firelight is finally live. It's finally here. But as some of you guys have noticed, once you're going on to the website, it states that you cannot use Firelight because it's restricted into your region. So that means that you cannot use Firelight. And there are some concerns of people thinking, hey, is Firelight actually decentralized, right? Or are they centralized? But guys, here is some clarification. The whole protocol is decentralized, but it's just the website that is centralized, just the way how they presented it, right? So like Europe, they are looking at certain things. And as of right now, Firelight is working to make sure that everything is lining up with the compliance, especially with the MiCA compliance in Europe. So the protocol that they have is fully decentralized, but it's just the website and it's just some little things on top of Firelight that just needs to be clarified in order for them to understand it very well, in order for them to get the license. Because if you're not saying anything and you're just launching in Europe, you can get a fine and a lot more things can happen to you as a company too, you know? So they're just making sure that they're safe. They're just making sure that they are following every single compliance. So they're just making sure that they are aligned with a lot of things in Europe. And before that happens, we can finally mint our stXRP in Europe. But for the people in the United States and in other countries that are allowed, you guys can mint your stXRP and you can put it to work. But here's also a little thing. Since they are in their first phase, you cannot earn rewards yet. That will happen in the second phase. In the second phase, the rewards will be turned on. And for the people who are still wondering, like, how can I get my hands on the stXRP, even in the countries that are banned? Well, you can obviously change your VPN. That's the first thing. Or you can actually trade your currencies on the Flare network with stXRP because stXRP is on the decentralized exchange. So you can actually swap your Flare network currency, it could be anything, into stXRP. So everybody worldwide can do this. Rather, it's restricted in your country, you can still use this method in a decentralized way in order for you to get stXRP. But just like I said, this is the first phase, so you won't get any rewards as of right now. In the second phase, the rewards will be turned on and people can finally earn rewards by just holding stXRP. So what can you do with your stXRP? I mean, as of right now, it's just a token that represent XRP, right? It's not a liquidity token yet. Obviously, they need to turn on the reward system in the second phase. But right now, you can still do a lot of things. Obviously, you can trade with your stXRP. You can turn it into any asset on the Flare network. You can add liquidity on SparkDex. You can also go to Kinetic. You can make sure that you are borrowing and lending, or you can go to Enosis and you can make sure that you can mint stablecoins with stXRP as collateral. So I'll put it all down below for you guys to find this out because this is very important to know and to understand how to make more money on top of the rewards that are coming in the second phase. Because if you look at it, over 25 million XRP has already been minted. Within 24 hours, over $54 million have been transferred from XRP to stXRP, guys, within 24 hours. So that shows that this is just only the community, only people minting. But once these big financial institutions are coming in, exchanges are also connecting their tech into the exchanges. You also obviously have Vivo Power. This will go into hundreds of millions, into billions, because this tech is working in a decentralized way. And for the people who are living in Europe and in these countries who are actually not allowed to use Firelight yet, just to make sure that you are obviously updated, because they're now working on Europe and making sure that they are compliant on every single regulation. So they are allowed to provide this service for you guys. And if you think that this is the only way to make money for the new people, I mean, you can have a lot of ways to make money on the Flare network, as you can also hold Flare and you can turn it into Rep Flare and make sure that you are eligible to get the three last drops in the coming 3 months. Because after those drops, there is no drop anymore. There is no rewards that you can get every single month, but you can still earn your delegation rewards that you can actually delegate to a provider, which you can also make money from that. Just wrap your Flare into Rep Flare. I already made a video about it, and you can delegate your Rep Flare to a provider that actually checks every single transaction and also data. And I'm using Price Kraken myself because they are obviously having the best data, the most accurate data, and also one of the best percentages if it comes to gains. So I'm personally using Price Kraken for my delegation, and that will continue even after these flare drops. So if you want to learn more regarding how to create more rewards from certain assets, especially from flare, I already had a video, so make sure to watch that video down below. I'll put it down there for you guys. But this is just the beginning for people to earn a lot of rewards, and this is in a decentralized way. And Firelight is already igniting. So just chill out. You can also swap your other Flare assets into stXRP if you really need it. But for me, I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully, this will all resolve for the people in Europe so we can all use Firelight and we can make some money on top of making money. I hope that you guys enjoyed this content. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also put a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you guys next time.